guys, it's Sashi. I'm out here at the Man Sports headquarters. Today we're going to be going through some movements that are going to help you to turn your glutes back on. Lots of sitting kind of trains our glutes how to not work properly, which creates lots of tension in not only the low back but the inner thigh as well. So we'll be going through a few movements that will reactivate the glutes as well as release your inner thighs, giving you some length back through there and getting you strong and supported. So the first move I have for you is going to be a half frog with an external rotation. You'll come all the way down onto the ground. You can create a little pillow with your hands. From there, you take your right leg, you're going to pop it right out in line with the hip at a 90-degree bend, and think about dropping that hip down towards the ground. From there, you're going to try and lift the ankle and the knee off the ground at the same time. It's a big squeeze to lift and an exhale to lower. So you're trying to use this external hip rotator to lift the entire leg as one. Now the other option you could do here is separate it, take an internal rotation by lifting just the ankle, and then dropping the ankle, taking your external rotation, you lift the knee. You just want to do this for 10 to 15 reps per side, breathing through the movement. So next up we have our long lever hip car. You'll start in your box pose. Make sure your hands and shoulders are in one straight line and that your knees are directly under the hips. From there, you'll start with whichever leg you want to start with. You straighten out, lifting it laterally, squeezing it in line with the glute. From there, what you want to do is start to take it out to the side, trying to keep it right in line with that hip. Drop it to the ground, and on your exhale, you can sit back, releasing through the inner thigh. Once you come back up through center, trying to keep the weight evenly distributed in the hands, you lift the leg back up, circle, sweep it out and around, and tap it down to the ground. So it's really important here not to arch the back out and compress into the spine. You want to keep that spine lying long and strong and really use the glute here to squeeze and lift. Again, you're circling it out, keeping it in line with the hip the entire time. You drop it down to the ground. On your exhale, you can sit it back. Now, if you're wanting to throw this one into your recovery day, I would suggest adding in the sit back. If you're activating prior to a workout, you can eliminate that or add it in. That would be your call. So on this movement, anywhere from 10 to 15 reps per side is great. So for the next movement, we have our setup in our 90-90. You have two options with this one. You can just take that external hip rotation by lifting the back knee off the ground, keeping the ankle glued down. Big lift and squeeze, exhale as you lower. You have a couple options to add on here. If you would like to inhale, take a hinge over that front leg, exhale, come back through center, and then give that big glute squeeze. That's one variation or option that you can take. From there, you could also take that front leg off the ground and extend it out, get a nice stretch through the front leg, drop it down to the ground, and then the same thing, lifting that back leg, extending, coming back through center. It's perfectly normal if you feel a little bit of a cramp through that hip. Just try and breathe through it. As you are ready, or when you're ready to switch to the other side, you have the option here to windshield wiper, trying to keep that spine long and strong. Make sure you pause through center before switching over to that other side. So again, That first move would just be that external hip rotation and that hinge over the front leg. And when you're ready, you can add on with the lift and extend of the front and back leg. Now it's perfectly normal if you feel like one side feels a little bit more unstable or weaker than the other. Typically that just means we have favored one side and that opposite side isn't quite sure how to work anymore. These movements are just gonna allow your body to learn how to function as it should once again. You can do 10 to 15 reps per side on this one. If you want to alternate between reps, you can alternate between reps, or you can do the entire sequence on one leg first. All right, guys, so that's what we have. There's 3 movements with a couple variations added into them if you want to explore those options. Like I said, these can be used at the start of a workout to activate the glutes and get your hips ready to function within your big leg days, or these can be used as a recovery day if you're wanting, just a way to keep your body moving on those lighter days off. All the movements are good to do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. It's really just about feeling that activation. Once you have felt it and everything is turned on and ready to go, you'll know that you have the support that you're looking for from your body. All right, guys, well, that's it. We hope to see you next time. As always, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and hit the links below.